We are lucky in the 21st century because we can have access to views of the volcanoes. For example, this one in the Reykjanes Peninsula, Iceland. Day and night. During the night, it seems is more active. This is around 6 o'clock today. This is the latest Sundunga crater volcano. This is the crater KayOne. That is the name I've given. During the day, 2 hours later, we see it doesn't look as much as active, although we see some lava glowing out. But when we look at the harmonic tremors for that time, this is the harmonic tremor for measured in the Grindavik and the nearby town. And when we look at the 6 o'clock timeline, it is actually less active. That's the one which we thought is more active. That was during the dusk. It was a bit darker than the usual. And then 2 hours later at 8 o'clock, that's the one which we saw during the daylight. It's actually more active according to this chart. So why we see it as less active then? I think it's because of the ambient light. In the dark, everything glows, but in the daylight, it doesn't shine against the ambient light from the sun and from the daylight. Something to be active must be like this. I have a separate video which shows and compares this heightened activity level in the KayOne volcano, comparing it with before and after. I'll play this video after this so you can watch it also. For those who study the Tremors chart of the latest eruption in the Reykjanes Peninsula, this was something strange happening yesterday. You notice that the 1 to 2 hertz frequency of the tremors suddenly shot up at around 4 o'clock, and we saw the excess of the magma in the form of lava overflowing, cascading down the rim of the volcano. Then this continued to up to 9:30 in the evening, and then we saw what happened next was interesting. The Tremors chart suddenly plunged down the green line, 1 to 2 hertz frequency, and by 9:30, it passed the red and blue tremors, and this is what happened. We had a rupture. Volcano cracked, practically punctured itself. The cauldron emptied into the surrounding areas, and the lava was flowing toward the opposite direction of south, toward the north, toward the Svartsengi. Fortunately, the eruption continued and repaired the crack and the wall. A little bit of the lava moved toward the north, but didn't go far to reach the Svartsengi or Blue Lagoon defense walls. And today we can see that the lava tube has returned. This is the lower part of spattering. That's the lava tube. The volcano is mainly erupting through there. It's highly active at the moment, but not overflowing in that sense. So, but we see a lot of a scattering of the lava in all directions, south, north, toward the Sundunga craters, you can see, not on the backside. This is probably due to the deep source being adding the magma to the eruption site, creating a lot of wall collapses. Now the lower source or medium source in the Svartsengi also contributing to that, and the land rise is now around 3 centimeters over the past 2-3 weeks. As you can see in the Svartsengi and the Skipatskik-Heron GPS data. And we can see the mild level of the uplift in the yellow color around the Svartsengi. This was around the time that the moon and the sun were in conjunction. That means the gravity of the moon and the sun are added together, practically pinching out through the flexure of the ground some magma, excess magma, into the surface probably.